Hello, people of YouTube. It's Brittany, Inner Goddess, here on the tube and elsewhere. I'm coming on to chit chat about the humbling. The humbling of life. Basically, like lots of people, if you're into astrology, it's taught that Saturn is where you look for your life lessons. But honestly, truly, excuse me, there's lessons across the board. It's not just Saturn. And what people know you for or see in you isn't just 10th house. People are humbled in different ways, and often people that have experienced certain trials will think that, like, that's just part of the life experience. For example, some think that dating is something that everyone should experience. That is normal. You should date. There should be some frolic time. Non-committal, no intention of commitment, frolic time. That's a perspective. Some people think that you should always be working on acquiring the skills or the accomplishments, the credentials necessary to make money. Always. When you're a kid, your kid time is to learn what you need to learn to be an adult making money. Play, pretending you're an adult making money. Just like for the relationships, like there is no nonsense relationships. All relationships are geared towards commitment. Anything that didn't last is called fail. Everything is supposed to lead towards marriage. You're practicing learning how to be married. You're practicing whatever skills need to be had, looks need to be acquired, or just snag right out the gate. The original thought bubble, though, for this humbling that I was going to speak of is that, some people out here in the YouTube verse that know how to draw really well, been drawing since you were kids, and had fun drawing, just drawing for kicks, drawing whatever you wanted to draw, weren't really expected to draw nicely. Good for you. That's fantastic. If I had been drawing from childhood to now, I'd be some kind of monster by now. Yes. I can tell that's the reason why visual art is a challenge for me and why I'm starting at this time in my life, because some would say that I've always been nice. Some would say that I'm nice now, but I'm also silly. I'm also very silly from time to time. So if I could already draw well where I was just totally comfortable with my drawing ability, I'd be plumb foolish at this point because I'm an adult and I can't be stopped. so, so, because I have this background in my head of not wanting to waste any time, I don't want to spend time drawing what will have nothing to do with my end game. Wherever I'm headed towards, wherever this is oriented towards, I'm like, no, I'm not drawing Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't care. I have things to do. So, uh, I'm not drawing superheroes. I'm just like, regular bodies don't look like that, generally. Most people don't look like that. I need to know how to draw nudity. Naked people. And I quickly learned, like, look into that, and I see either you practice by looking at various naked people, or you draw from what's in your mind. Either you make people look how you want them to look, or you are trying as closely as you can to duplicate what they actually look like. I'm like, hmm. So then, then I have to work through some hang-ups, because how do you not offend? Then it's just like, okay, you're going to offend. Somebody's going to be offended. Alrighty. Other thing is environments. Noticing that some people like to draw or paint environments, nature, or the background of a place, city scene. And some people, that's like an after effect to what they're drawing or painting. I have a lot of interest in this, but it seems to be like two different camps often. So I'm kind of throwing some things out there. If someone that happens to draw takes interest in my being over here, yeah, I want to see. Anyway, the humbling. So whatever uh, your thing may be, it could be family, where you get a humbling in life, challenges in life. Maybe it's your biological family that you don't fit into, or you are separated from very early. Or You're okay with your biological family, but making your own is a challenge. You can't seem to find somebody that sticks with you or that you stick with them or what have you. Maybe you really want to have children and you cannot. And so you have to learn how to create that feeling of family with friends, community, animal buddies, animal family, I say. Some people try to irk me talking about their pet children, and I was not trying to shade the human owners in saying what I said, but it's a sticking point for me calling them our kids because there was a period of time where I was conducting some research because I come from parental units that have an appreciation for purebred pets. Bred pets, pets that are intended to look a certain way, okay? That's what I mean. And if you look for pets that way, they're either going to come from a breeder that maybe has the mom or dad, or both of them, and they make puppies by and by, or they make kittens by and by, or they come from a puppy mill, a place, a bad place, where pets are just bred like cattle, just make them do what they do, and then wait for the batch of puppies, have them in terrible conditions. They don't get to play, they don't get to walk around, they don't get to do nothing but lay more puppies. And then you take them away and you sell them. I'm like, this is terrible. This is absolutely horrifying. And then we see these cute puppies in these pet shops, and we're thrilled to get them, paying hundreds, thousands of dollars per pet. I had an $800 cat. I know that's the only reason why I got to keep him, because normally my mom gets rid of all my cats. All my cats have to go. She don't like cats. So all my cats always have to go before they're old. They just don't get to die with me. Never. But he did. He got to stay. He got to cross the country with me. He got to stay through all sorts of stuff until he got sick and old. But he was an $800 Himalayan cat. Um, anyway, sensitive to this because I thought about how I'm just like, the people that do that are not really thinking of these animals as having a soul of thinking, of feeling any sort of way. They're just like, they're livestock. So I correlated that to, is that really so different from people that bred humans that were like their livestock? Separating families because maybe they're trouble together. They get stronger together. Or maybe just another one could be better suited at another plantation. Maybe someone's just willing to pay the price. The price is right. Down the road you go. But you can imagine how the mothers feel when they're human. But you don't think about that for the pets that you have that you say you love so much. You love them so much, but you're their mother. You're their dad. No, you're not. They had a mom and dad. Maybe they never knew him. Maybe they didn't know him very long. Maybe it's just accepted as a part of life for the animal kingdom. The housebound, house-oriented animal kingdom. If you should be so blessed as to find yourself in a home that takes care of you real well, gets you some yummy treats, a plush bed. It's warm when it needs to be warm. It's cool when it needs to be cool. Fresh water. Entertainment. Some pets. So that's why I was saying what I was saying. I was sensitive to the correlation between the two. I'm not trying to irritate you if you do not have biological children of your own, are unable to have biological children of your own, or just feel especially connected to your pets. I'm glad. I love my cat. He transitioned out of this physical reality, but I'm still connected with my cat. Got a lot of love. But was he my son? No. He's my friend. He was a friend. Some would say some variation of spirit guide or familiar, if you use those terms. I know that big facts. But that was my buddy. Anyway, humbling. We get humbling in different areas. This also goes along with, right now it's sticking in my mind, the Virgo plight. Virgo is sometimes called a hypochondriac, stressing about health issues that may not exist, or stress itself causing health issues. That's a real thing. I think a lot of people are aware of that. Stress can cause health problems. That proclivity is part of the lesson there. Learning how to manage stress so that you don't take yourself out by obsessing, trying too hard, doing too much. Virgo's plight is becoming aware that they're not going to be outworked. That concern about doing enough, making sure like all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed. It's like heaven forbid a Virgo didn't do everything they could in a situation that they consider themselves responsible for, which is everything. Everything that they're conscious of, they feel responsible for. But they have to learn to ease up. And they learn because their body will scream at them. Parts will fall off like an old car. It's just not knock on wood, but yeah, I'm not literally, but you know what I'm saying. And that's an example of sun sign lesson learning, or lesson learning in a chart in general, because depending upon how your natal is set up, that may be more or less important. But the main message, the main message that I'm putting out here is that humbling is not just a Saturn situation. Not for anybody. It is wherever you've got planets, especially, I'll say that. Where you have planets, where you have known asteroids, and aspects if you have the interest, the tolerance for the extra know-how. I know that when I first started, it was sun and moon. Then it went to all the planets. Then it went to the houses. And now, sometimes, like it depends, I'll pay more attention to aspects. But this thriller is going to be up to your interests, how far you're trying to go with this. And what kind of astrology you're interested in. Is it knowing yourself? Is it predicting events? Is it knowing other people? For me, the more understanding I have of astrological intel, the better I can read tarot. Because it turns into a variety of different things that a card can be referring to, instead of having to rely on meanings that are already laid down. I'm more comfortable with where I'm intuitively led when it comes to Intel. Anyway, if you made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you. I'm sending lots of love your way and many blessings on the journey of understanding. Take care.